So, about today morning, I saw this video about a YouTuber called Thoughty2. Well, it was one of his videos, and in this video, he said why millennials are the more depressed generation than baby boomers and Generation X. Well, more than a theory, I have the answer to this, and it is because if you know, we do have a soul. I'm gonna start with this. We do have a soul now. It's gonna be part of the conversation or the video I'm talking about, and the answer about why teens or millennials are more depressed than past generations. And it's mostly because they lost their spiritual connection with nature. Of course, this has become a process during the baby boomers and past generations, the baby boomers, where the human became more civilized, more domesticated, and they adopted a unnatural way of life, living in the cities, living in neighborhoods, living in communities, or living in urban areas, but of course civilized, domesticated. No longer can think for themselves, no longer can they do stuff for themselves, and by this I mean get their own food, plant their own food, and of course go fight for your own food. And also, with all this government propaganda and all this degenerate propaganda from Hollywood and from other major entertainment corporations, these millennials have become more depressed, because I know that in their subconscious they really believe, or more likely they really feel, this is not the natural way of living. This is not, of course, the way to live life. For example, like I said in one of my past videos that is titled I'm Getting Tired, or Getting Tired. In this video I explain that this civilization, or modern civilization, is not a natural way of life, and many people say that working is life and life is money, and if we don't work we don't get money and we don't have no life. That's bullshit. Money is an illusion, modern civilization is an illusion. All this that we are living in this modern civilization is all bullshit, because in the end of the day, during the collapse, or when the collapse happens, of course money won't matter, modern civilization won't matter, laws won't matter. So it's all bullshit. The only laws that you must obey, of course, is your logic and your common sense, your honor, your tradition, your culture. Those are the laws of life, not all this bullshit, pay taxes, or bullshit, go vote for some fucking degenerate politician, greedy, shekel grabbing cunt. So yeah, that's the main reason why millennials are depressed. They know this is not a natural life, and the more and more generations that are coming forth are going to be more depressed if civilization keeps standing, and of course if this system gets dominating and enslaving people. It's not natural, it's not spiritual at all. And also some say, well, we must go with the costumes that are nowadays, we must fit in, and that's bullshit. We do not need to fit in this stupid shit called the system, or called modern civilization. If you say this, of course you're probably domesticated, and probably can't think for yourself. So yeah, the only solution for this is of course the fall of the system. Living a simpler life to feel better with oneself and in the same time, of course, is to keep moving forward and just wait for that civilization to fall. And the best way, of course, like I said, living a simpler life. That's all it takes. And of course, some will say, well, it's very difficult to find now a job. Now we have to be more slaves because the rents or the houses are more expensive. And I get that. That situation. But I'm trying my best to survive in this prison. So what I truly endorse is you living the simpler life, and of course it's gonna get more and more hard, but one can find ways to achieve that goal. So yes, that will be all for today. Thank you for watching and see you later.